Okay, apparently I'm using the trial version of screen-o-matic recording, so they only allow me to limit up to 15 minutes. So I need to save that file, and then I need to create a new video, which is part 2, right? That's why my video get cut off. I usually try to make a recording for about 20 minutes maximum, and then the second part is another 20 minutes. But the trial version of Screen-O-Matic, which is the recording program, they only allow me for 15 minutes. Okay, so I hope I can finish this soon. All right, so now I already did some query, right? As you look at that toward the last one, right? I did some query on product 1, right? If you see this JPEG, right? I'm gonna click here, right? You see this JPEG product ID 1? I'm gonna send this package, right click to the repeaters, right? I'm gonna send this to the repeater. So when I send this to the repeater, first you have to look, right? The query, you have to look at carefully. This is my last one, right? This is the website that I query, remember? So I'm gonna minimize this and look at this query, right? This is on my 1828 packets. But for you, you have to look at carefully, scroll down. So if you practice this exercise at the beginning, just be patient, okay? Because it takes me a while to get familiarized with some of these tools, okay? I have to watch many video tutorial, and occasionally I consult with the lab assistant, and thanks to Mr. Esteban Cedillo and Renault Cantu, although they are busy, sometimes they try to help me, okay? All right, so if you can see that I'm making this recording as of February the 3rd, 11/16, right? So this is my query, and it showed that in the HTTP history, okay? So I'm gonna do right click, right? Don't forget on the filter here, you have to do image, otherwise you won't be able to see, okay? That is another tricky part. By default, it is unchecked, so you need to check that, all right? So I'm gonna do right click and then send it to the repeaters, okay? So once you go to the repeater, send to the repeater, click repeaters, and now you see the product ID here, right? Now let's change this, right? Change this to // and then you put etc/password working directory, right? So you put this, you replace the product ID query because you are doing directory transversal. So we replace this query with this comment, with this sentence, right? So you gotta click send, right? If you look send, look what happened. Click, boom, there we go, right? When you click send, now go to the response. Oh, it didn't show you. All right. So I need to troubleshoot this one here, right? So let me see. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna pause this and troubleshoot a little bit. Okay. Here how I troubleshoot that. I'm going to proxy, right? You notice that this file JPEG, I have to look for this extension .jpeg and the images there, right? You see this, my package 1832, or this one, right? I'm gonna right click here, send to the repeater, okay? Once you send to the repeater, you will go to the repeaters, right? And then under file name, it was 6, right? Because originally it was 6.jpg. I replaced this with // etc/pass working directory. Okay. So when I do this and click send and look at the response, that's what you see. You see all the various username in this thing. So this directory transversal lab exercise proof of concept is successful, right? So let me see another one, right? Earlier I was making a mistake because I didn't look for the JPEG. So let's choose this one, 49, right? I'm gonna right click and send to the repeaters. When you send to the repeater, You see 49 here, right? Let's type this, change, replace this with dot, 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 slash, dot, 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 slash, dot, dot, slash, etc slash pass wd, right? If you click send and respond, boom, adakadabra. You see that. So the proof of concept directory transversal using Burpsuite is successful, right? All right, so you may have to review this video a few times until you grasp the concept, okay? That's why I have a note. I'm going to put this note in the blackboard, right? So you have the background about directory transversal and you know about Burpsuite. There is another program that we did last week, which is OWASP, right? But maybe I prefer this one because it has more resources. It has more learning tool, but OWASP is also good. It's a good tool. So if cybersecurity is really your career or your field of study that you are interested, you plan to get a job in this field, maybe after, although you finish my class, you should try to practice, okay? Because without practice, student will not get a good hands-on experience, right? The best things to learn is to practice and practice, all right? So again, to perform this, you need to have Kali Linux, right? You need to create an account, right? And then they will send you the password. The password is gonna be very long and you cannot change that. So you need to copy and paste, right? And then you go to the website that I mentioned to you, right? One thing that I want to mention to you is this, right? The intercept, right? You don't have to keep always intercept. After a while, I think you need to turn it off. That way that if you see me that I see a lot of packets, right? It gets me confused where to look because there are a lot of packets. Because in this browser, I also open South Texas College email in order to log in, right? When you log into this web security, when you create an account and log in, just do this one, Path Transversal. Okay, this is a server side, the apprentice one. Later on, maybe if you have time throughout the semester, you can continue with the rest of this. I believe this is a good simulation website tools that you can practice that. It has the theory and it has the lab. That's why I share this information and these tools to you. All right. For those that have not done because in week number 3, I already posted the first lab about Burpsuite. However, if you want to do this lab 2, is fine. Students are not required to do both of the exercise. Just do either one of them, all right? So, for those students that already, for those students that already did the exercise on the blackboard, you just need to watch my video tutorial. You don't need to perform the lab. However, if you like to practice more, you are more than welcome. You are welcome to use my video tutorial to practice. Okay, but in week 3, I only require you one hands-on lab exercise and no quiz, either the first one or this one. Okay, so I'm gonna save this note on my desktop so I can upload it in the blackboard. Right, I'm gonna put this. Thank you very much, and hopefully you have a good weekend, and I will post this on the blackboard in a few moments. Thank you. Bye-bye.